Hey guys, Ed from UrbanCred.com. I just kind of wanted to do a wrap up for April. I think we're in May, right? Yeah. So April, because with the EDC Expo / Windup Watch Fair happening in San Francisco, along with our little break at the end of April, I went to Japan with my family, and it was a good opportunity to go, do some work as well as some family time. Anyways, that aside, I wanted to do a wrap up before it was too late, and I think it's not too late because it's the 11th, and that's like the first half of May, so there's still some time for me to kind of talk to you guys about what's going on. So anyways, let's jump into it. As you know, we did the show at San Francisco. For me, when I do any kind of work, I want to be as transparent as possible. So for us, doing the show outside of New York has always been something of a scary notion. There's so many things there's so many things that you have to worry about and deal with, and I can list so many things that we had to worry about doing this. But a lot of things that we try to deal with, or we try to kind of fix. A lot of things that we worry about and we have to figure out if we want to do them or not. Sometimes it's just easier just to say yes first and then do it later, or figure it out later. And the show was one of the things that I was like, let's fuck it, let's do it. And then, we'll worry about the details and worry about the consequences later. And unfortunately, the show didn't pan out that well for us. It was a very expensive show, and on top of that show, we had to pay for airfare, hotel. I had to, cover small costs here and there, like transportation. So overall, it was a very expensive show, and I want to say that from a financial point of view, it wasn't worth it. But I was able to meet a lot of people there. Who are interested in the stuff we sell. A lot of people who had a chance to see the products up close. This was their opportunity to do so, prior to our new shop opening later this summer. Fingers crossed, everything goes well. So we're in the process. So during our time there, it was really exciting to be able to talk with people and to be able to interact with them and to show them these products up close. Just to kind of see face to face who our customers are. And I think for me, the best part of just doing this is to be able to, it's just the social aspect of it, to be able to talk to you guys and just nerd out about these kind of things. It's just purely about the hobby and just what we're interested in. And there's a lot of love behind that. And I'm, totally into that. And I'm really happy to be able to talk to you guys and just have conversations with you. So if you came out to visit us, if by chance or intentionally, I thank you for it. I appreciate you guys. And even if you didn't buy anything, thank you. Just being able to kind of interact with you guys is just good enough, And if you did buy something, even better. Thank you so much. On the social side, networking and meeting people and even meeting other brands or competition, there's a lot of things to be learned and a lot of things to be kind of experienced through that. And of course, there's other things, like we met the people from Rickshaw Bagworks, which is really cool. Hopefully we can work something out collaboratively over there. And we also met with some people from Nomadic, and shout out to CJ from Belroy, and TW and Lawrence from Carryology. It's always good to be meeting new people and meet people that you've already had some sort of relationship with, but be able to kind of take that relationship further, whether it's through, some drinks or some dinner, or just even chatting over the table during the show. So that's that. Thank you again for visiting. Thank you, any partners, existing partners, potential partners. We thank you for being able to just be humble and accepting us into your family. Okay, moving past that, for UrbanCred, wrap up is really about just kind of saying what we did in April and kind of what's going forward in the future. April was I want to say busy month. We are there's a lot of parts going on. We're trying to focus on our YouTube channel and trying to figure out what kind of content is relevant. And then as you've seen, we've been shooting out some brand store videos. So we just released the Ether one from New York, which is, again, a really cool store. From a brand's point of view, they do a lot with just how the store is set up. And then if you want to look and hear more about my thoughts, I'll find a way to link the video somewhere. And then we also did do some restocks for, I think we did some Belroy, Matador restocks. We did some, I believe we did some Attitude Supply restocks. We did a pre-order, now they're back in stock. And then we also did, we stocked some limited edition modern Dayfarer bags, the X-PAC versions in black and green. We got some last minute just because, the nature of doing things properly. And it's just, with so many things going on, as everyone would know, as you get older and the more you're integrated into your work, the more things you get done, the more things that get left behind. And that's just one of the things that I've had to deal with. But so we were lucky to be able to get some X-PAC Dayfarer backpacks in stock. So that is live on the website as well, I believe. If not, they will be. They might still be in pre-order. I'm not sure. It's having a team. Sometimes you kind of shift your focus onto other things while they help you kind of deal with like some of the other things that you used to kind of deal with. So, and then you guys, I don't know if you guys know, I've kind of interacted off screen with my guy. His name is Ken. He's his newest member of UrbanCred. He's been with me since November. If he was here, I would show him off, but alas, we just got back from San Francisco, and then I went from Japan to San Francisco, and then I had a night in New York to rest and pack, and then the next day I left for San Francisco. So double whammy, because jet lag and the time zones and stuff, it's all messed up. And show's done, and I came back to New York, and then now I'm sick from, I guess, my kid. She picked something up, so I'm not sure if it makes my voice sexier, or maybe it just makes me sound like I'm like stuffed up to the moon. But anyways, I keep going off tangents. Anyways, Ken has been a big help. I want to thank him. He's been great, helpful, very humble guy. He's excelled and he's worked hard, and he's done more than I had expected him to be doing. So for that, Ken, thank you. And what else has been going on at UrbanCred? We're still prepping for the store. I don't know if we mentioned earlier, but anyways, I guess I'll bring it up now. We had a pop-up last year, so people who don't know yet, the pop-up is closed. It's been closed since January, and we made an announcement, so don't go. But we are looking to open up our personal space retail in Brooklyn. It's a little tricky because the situation right now is there's someone in there right now, and then we're waiting for them to leave before moving in, and it's a little tricky. There's no guarantees in business, and we're still trying to I talked with the owner of the shop in there right now, and they're super nice, super awesome. Spoke with them a couple of times. They're very polite, and being impatient, as you all, I'm sure, have experienced. I poked maybe too many times, and it was like, I'm sure, during a busy time and during a tough time. So it was. I just don't want to bother them too much, because we all know how busy things can get. So hopefully, once the time comes, they reach out, we connect with the landlords, and then we can kind of get this contract signed, and we can move in. We don't have a lot of time to move in, but I'm trying to do as much prep work prior before moving in. And again, like, the issues with not having that contract signed prior is just the uncertainty. Like, the question is, am I spending all this time, money, and effort to, prep out the store design, prep out what kind of stuff we're going to have in there, what kind of events, the launch party, what kind of things to use that space for. That's just kind of the stuff that we are trying to do as much of without spending too much investment, without knowing guaranteed are we getting that space. Because, who knows? Like, maybe tomorrow they just, we get screwed, and then the landlord says, oh, we don't want to rent it to you. We want to rent it to, like, I don't know, some other guys. So there's always a chance of that. And I won't lie, that does keep me up at night sometimes, but we just have to do what we can in the meantime, just be prepared so that hopefully we get the space. So that's kind of the state we are for our shop. And then, so our focus this month is probably really just to pump out more content. We've done a bunch of brand store visits, and we got a really in-depth video of Workshop Bagworks. They're kind enough to let us into their workshop, their upcoming shop area, the inner workings, material, how they print, the history. It's just very interesting. You should definitely keep an eye out for that, because it's very, very insightful into like behind the scenes of a brand that not only sells their own products, designs their own products, but also manufactures and sources their own materials, so and all locally in the US, which is always a plus. And lastly, the Windup Watch Fair EDC Expo giveaway is ending soon. We're going to be announcing the winners as well, so be sure to stay tuned for that as well. And that's, aside from that, that's really it. Thank you for staying here to me jabber and kind of talk about like our business. And it's just sometimes running a business can be kind of daunting and a little lonely, just because when I talk about this to people, they may not necessarily get it or understand. So this is kind of my way to kind of explain and give you guys an understanding of what's going on, where we're at, and the ups and downs of, running UrbanCred as a business owner. Thank you for coming on this little meeting update, between us. And I really appreciate you guys, again, watching this video, subscribing, and, liking our other videos, keeping in tune for that. It's always been something that I kind of chase, like the social aspect of it, and this is just one other way for me to be able to kind of communicate with you guys. So again, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for coming on, and stay tuned for more videos, and I hope to see you again maybe the next month. We'll have another conversation, a wrap up for May, and I hope I can keep this going. If you really dig this kind of stuff and you really want to hear, have this conversation again with me, hit that like. Just let me know. That's kind of the only way. Like, comment, whatever. Just show me that you want to, and it just kind of encourages me to be like, all right, I'm going to be on time for these wrap ups, not like delayed for half the month. But again, thank you guys, and I won't take up any more time. I'll see you guys around, and thank you again for everything. Peace.